If you are an existing patient and would like to change or reschedule your appointment, press 1. If you are seeking mental health services or would like to make a referral, press 2. This call may be monitored or recorded for quality assurance and training purposes. Good morning. Thank you for calling the Psychotherapy and Counseling Center. Christina speaking. How may I assist you today?
Can I speak with Dania Geronimo? I have an appointment with her.
Alright, can I get your date of birth?
January 26, 1982.
And your name?
Ilona Ramazanova.
Just give me one moment when I pull up your file. Okay, can I please get a brief hold while I contact your therapist?
Okay. Hello?
Hello, hi Ilona.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm okay. This isn't my phone, but I could talk a little bit today because I haven't had my phone turned back on. Because there's like a waiting period for it to turn back on because I have a SafeLink phone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had a very scary week.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my electricity was being shut off, and it started when there was like supposedly there was a fire in the building. Well, not supposedly, they showed me where they cut somebody's breaker out. But it wasn't on my line. But when that happened, somebody went and they shut my breaker off. And then that same week, they were shutting my breaker off, and like the maintenance guy came and he said there's something wrong with my breaker, the guy that works for Park Rock Management, and he made like a video of him flipping it or whatnot. Then the emergency electrician came and he said there's nothing wrong with my breaker, and he was just shutting it off wrong. You have to shut it off and then turn it back on. And then again it got shut off, right? And another guy from like the main NYCHA like employment center, the electrician, not just like the local maintenance guy, came, and he went and he actually like tested it and everything, because he's like, there's no reason for this, there's no reason for it. And he went and he tested it. He had me turn everything on. This happened before too.
Yeah.
Like a couple of years before. So he went and he turned everything on, right? And it wasn't my breaker. There's nothing wrong with my breaker. So,
really?
Yeah. And
so what's the issue? So what was the issue?
Yeah, I'm like, what is the issue too? Because like when people want to break things, right? And they could just break things, things are like easy to break, and it's like it would get overcomplicated now, because you can't just say somebody's downstairs shutting off my breaker, right? But that's what it looks like. And that's the thing. Both the professional electricians came and they're like, well, there's nothing wrong with the breaker. And it's like I'm like surrounded because I don't have my breaker like next, like to my electricity. Like I don't have the key to downstairs.
Mhm.
So when it goes off, I have to wait for somebody to come turn it on. Oh, and first they made like a big deal out of it, like they usually do. Like I feel like, what's the right word for it? Like, I know you're like a therapist, you should know this word. Passive aggressive. Okay, let's define this word. That's like when you're purposefully ignorant, or like slight intonations or something like that. I feel like they're passive aggressive towards me, because if they did something like real and raw, like I would have something to say about it. But it feels really real when they shut my electricity, or somebody shuts my electricity off. But I was trying to like get them to turn it on, and the electrician was there, so they waited till the electrician actually left, instead of like the day that the fire was there. Instead of like talking to him, like, why is her breaker off if it's not on that line, they made me call Con Edison and verify that it wasn't because I didn't pay my bill, right? And it wasn't because I didn't pay my bill. I did pay my bill. And then they came back, and the guy did this thing where he couldn't turn it on, supposedly. The electrician came and he called the guy an idiot, but I didn't tell him later that's what he said, because he did come back one time and he did turn it on. The regular maintenance guy, right? And then the other electrician came, like a completely different electrician, and he said the same thing. There's nothing wrong with that breaker.
Yeah.
So I don't know, like if they indeed find something wrong with the breaker, it's gonna be like so super complicated. But like what the hell, why me?
Yeah, so I'm still confused as to why there's nothing wrong with the breaker. Why was your electricity affected?
Well, I don't know, but it's not like there's like a camera on it to see whether somebody's going there to shut it off or not. I don't know, and like I want to say that it's like really major. It really is, because it's very bad sitting here with an 8-year-old in the dark, and it threw our whole school day off. And then like I get emotional too, as much as like I'm trying to like hold it together, like, and then I'm like, okay, why do I even fucking try? Like, why do I even fucking try to like plan my day out and get something done when this situation's just that obscene, and I get very angry, and then I still feel like, well, I'm angry. How do I express this anger? Because I want something done about this, and I don't know.
Yeah, that is so wrong, because not having electricity here in anywhere, it's a big deal. People rely on electricity.
Yeah, like why my apartment? Why?
Yeah.
Why me?
No, I'll have the same questions. Something like that was still happening to me. Like, why did that happen?
And even if they had like a straight up answer, like as to the physics of what occurred with my electricity, like if they had like some sort of like scenario like that, still, why me? Like, why me? It's just not likely, why am I unhappy? Because you can't say that it's my outlook on life. Like I I think everything is like like it's like dark when there's no electricity. It's like literally like was dark in the house, and then they the first time they took their sweet ass time with it, and I felt like really tested, like they were testing me or something, like what do I do, what do I say, and some of these people are kind of rude too, And some people are not rude, some people are rude. And then the second time I was like pleasantly like surprised that they turned it on so fast. But I just don't like this. Like, this is excessive and unnecessary emotions. Like, why is my electricity, like, you know? And on top of everything else. And then, like, sometimes, you know, like, I think about this a lot. Like, what, like, the fuck am I doing here? Like, why do I have to resign myself to this bullshit? You know? Because it's like, I just don't know what to do. It's not, you know, because I think it's okay. It's because I don't know what to do about it, you know? Like, like that situation is perfect example of this. Like, what do I do about that? I paid the bill. What do I do about that? You know, what can you say about this? You know, like, when the electricians, like 2 electricians came and they said, it's not the breaker, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's concerning. That's concerning. Because why would your electricity just, you know, stop working? And if it only happened in your apartment specifically, yeah, that's a bit concerning, because then you're wondering, like, what's going on? Why would this happen to me specifically?
Exactly, and they didn't even have an explanation for it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I at least, you know, because sometimes I like the way you said because, like, I don't like it, like it I get more angry when they give me some bullshit explanation as opposed to we're just not gonna say anything, you know. What else? Oh, the neighbors are like, they've taken them like smoking in the hallway, and they totally trashed the hallway again, but I don't really care about the hallway. I don't go out into the hallway. But, like, it's always smelly. It's always smelly in here because they're always smoking. And, the hallway is so trashed. Like, there's literally, like, garbage in the hallway, and...
That's annoying. That's horrible. Because they do something similar in my building, but at least they go to the staircase to smoke. Which still sucks, but at least it's not in the hallway, you know? Yeah.
I feel like they're trying to trash me. Like, they're trashing me, like, in the hallway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I'm just like, what did I ever do to you, you know? Like... Some people just, like, target people, you know? And that's all I have to say about that.
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds like your neighbors they sound careless. It seems like they just kind of have no regard towards other people. Yeah, which is not good. It seems like they have no regard. Because if I was a smoker, which I'm not, like, I'll either go outside to smoke, or at least open my window or something along those lines. But in the hallway, like, how do you just comfortably smoke in the hallway? That's so crazy to me.
It's like, you know, and I'm not being like snotty, it's just like really heavy smoke, and it's like more than one of them probably doing it. That's why I'm not being snotty. Like, I have friends that smoke. It's not, you know, like I used to smoke.
I don't think that's being snotty. Like, I'll be frustrated and annoyed if somebody was smoking in the hallway, especially if I could, like, smell the smoke or the cigarettes, the weed, or whatever it is that they're smoking, you know. So.
Sometimes it's that, but sometimes it's like some, like, incense, like, smell, and that's like the worst because it's like nauseating and very heavy. Sometimes it's like cigar too. Sometimes it's weed too, but that's more rare. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's stressful. I agree with you. I agree that that's
maybe they're stressed
out that way.
Oh my god.
What happened?
No, I'm saying maybe they're stressed out, so they're smoking in the
Right? All that smoking they doing.
It's not going to
That's
help
true.
them. Smoking doesn't help anybody.
Yeah, I think it gives you the illusion. It gives people the illusion that it helps them, but I think it's very momentary during the moment that they are smoking, and then that's it. So, yeah, that's frustrating. How is everything else? How is Patrick? How is he? Your homeschooling? How are things going with you and him?
He's okay. It's been a week because of the electricity, so you know we're not like strict this week because it's hard to get back into it after
Yeah.
because it was like, and we tried to do homework in the dark too. We did do it because I had like battery operated lamps, but thank God I had that, because if I didn't have that, like, it would just be like straight up scary just sitting here. And I had some devices that were charged and stuff. Pat, by the way, I didn't say you could play that.
What happened?
He picked up his video game and I didn't say he could
Oh.
play that. But I'm gonna get off the phone with you,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna take it from him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. How long were you affected by without the electricity?
It was on and off. It was one time. It was a little bit more than 24 hours, which was like they said
Oh
it's a
my
24-hour
God.
ticket. But then when I called them back, they said, "Oh, we're just gonna call the office, because the ticket's still open and it's still during like office hours." So that took a little bit more than 24 hours. And the first time it was only a couple of hours, but it just threw my day off. And then like not knowing like what's going on with it, and
Yeah.
is it something that they could fix? That because the first time they left, oh no, it was like the second time they left. They said, "Oh wait, we don't know what it is, so it's just gonna do it again." And then the last guy that left too, he said, "There's nothing wrong with it,"
Yeah.
So like they can't like give me a guarantee, or anything. So this is what the major problem is. It's like we might be like okay, like for now, but it's just like scary living like that. That's not cool.
Yeah, no, I agree, because it seems like it could happen at any moment. If it was more than 24 hours, what happened to your food in the fridge and everything else?
Yeah,
like
that
Were you
too.
able
And
to-
like we also like we don't know what we're gonna eat either. Like like if it's good or not, what we bought at the store. And on top of that, like the stuff that's in the fridge is gonna start smelling after like 10 hours. It's gonna start melting. And
Yeah.
Oh, and it's my
That's
birthday
concerning.
this
That's
week.
very concerning.
wish me a happy birthday. It's my birthday in like 3 days. I'm gonna be 41. I had a long, hard life.
Oh, yeah, that's nice. Happy birthday.
Thank
Wow,
you.
41. That's young. You have like a whole, like you still have another at least 50 years to go or so, more or less.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah. Yeah, 41. I think people who feel like, oh yeah, I turned 30 or I turned 40, and it's like, oh my God. And I'm like, you're just beginning your life. That's young. That is so young. So that's pretty good. Nice. So I'm
Well,
pretty
it's
grateful
something.
for.
I feel like I'm gonna start using wrinkle cream and stuff because.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, but that's pretty real. Like
Yeah. I mean, but you look, I haven't seen you in so long, but I know you look, the last time I seen you, you definitely didn't look your age, you look pretty youthful. So,
Thank you. You're not bad looking yourself either.
thank you. Yeah, so that's good. 41 is good. I wouldn't think that. Well, I know your age because of but I'm not like constantly checking. Oh yeah, Ilona is. Obviously, if I go to your record, I'll see that you are going to be turning 41.
My hair's
But I don't
falling out though,
consider
so I
that-
stopped dyeing it. So like it makes me kind of angry because my hair's falling out. Like
Yeah.
I thought I got the like how I'm gonna wash it down, but then I get dandruff like that, and then whatever I do to get rid of my dandruff, it just starts falling out, and I don't like that. I feel like that's like not fair.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's good. Are you planning on doing anything for your birthday?
My friend came by to wish me a happy birthday, and he gave me some money for a present. But there was like an early birthday present, so I don't know if he's gonna come back, and I don't know what I'm gonna do for my birthday. Cause I don't know. I don't know yet.
Yeah, but that's good. Yeah, hopefully maybe during the weekend you might be able to. If the weather is not so bad, you might be able to at least go outside or do something. Yeah, but I can't even say anything because I never really celebrate my birthday at all. I'm not one of those like, oh, let me plan something for my birthday. I don't really do much of that, but I think that it would be nice if the weather is nice. It would be nice if you're able to go outdoors and do something. But that's good, Ilona. Well, happy early birthday. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you have many, many more birthdays to come.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, and I'll speak to you next week. So when does your phone when can I officially call your phone? You think by next week it's going to, because you could make calls, right? But you can't receive them, or?
I can't, no, because this isn't my phone. I'm calling from, Dimitri's phone right now. But, he's usually, like, out or on the phone with his mom during this time, so I can't really use his phone. My phone is gonna be on. They said in 7 days, if my recertification from my welfare went through, which I'm trying to verify for sure. So I'm pretty sure it's gonna turn on in 7 days. I could turn it on, but if not, I'll just call you from this phone again.
Okay, no problem then. Enjoy the rest of your week, and we shall speak next week.
Okay. Take care.
All right. You too. Bye-bye.